back in Week 4. The Falcons won an instant classic in their first matchup against the Buccaneers. Can Tampa Bay avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Newton. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Newton throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Newton now to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And McManus able to put it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Complete to Wright. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury.
Trying for White, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 75 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Newton. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. A strong running. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Vaughn on the handoff. He won't go down. And some room to run now. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your solid days in Evansville.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw is Newton. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Newton now to throw. Into the hands of Darden. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Vaughn. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll try to run for it with Vaughn. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets them to about the 44. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. 17-0 our score after 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette running out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Thompson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now Thompson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Returning it, Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Off the play fake. Thompson sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thompson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the bootleg. Thompson. He finds his man complete. That's Delgado. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A handoff, Fournette running left. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. DeJuan Smoot there to bring him down. Still 9 remaining on second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Fournette able to push his way through, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Don't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Fournette with a 1st down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw is Thompson from the gun on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw. Thompson, he's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Johnson now returning, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Thompson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Thompson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. On 1st down, Newton. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down, Newton. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Flush to his right. Wiggles free. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Off play action. Thompson. Looking for right, and he finds him. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A handoff to Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Thompson now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is brought in at the 21. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Newton on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. Pryor has it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. On the draw, it's Vaughn. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Richie Grant in on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Vaughn.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They find some open field here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Pass the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
For 30 more yards and another 1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Vaughn.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Here's Thompson on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Newton.
He'll get this one complete to Darden.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Thompson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This is Vaughn.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the
They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Bucs on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Newton. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn. And they'll get this down to the 10. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throw left side, complete. That's Jordan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Thompson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Thompson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,